I know a lot of you guys want to get updates on my car, so this is what I'm going to do. Updates on all three of my cars. My Acura RSX, my Honda Civic Si, as well as my Mitsubishi Lancer GT. So let's start with my daily driver. My Acura RSX is sitting out here. So this car, let me do a walk around first. This car here is my 2003 Acura RSX. She has been sitting for about 2 or 3 weeks. And you guys might be wondering why. This is my daily driver, but the reason she's been sitting is because she doesn't start, she doesn't run. So yeah, let me go ahead. It's not the battery, because she can start right up. My radio works, my AC works, my sunroof works. So whenever I try to start it, that's all you hear. There's no cranking sound. So the diagnosis of this car is the starter is out. Like I said, battery's good. Yeah, it's a starter. It's just like totally dead. On my old EK Honda Civic that I had a few years back, whenever the starter's out, you could use like a metal stick or baseball bat, something to hit on the starter and it will crank, you know, at least one more time. I did that actually for a few months. On the RSX, it died one time randomly. I tried like to start it for like 10 times. It finally started, got me home, and then yeah, this is the second time it died and it just never started ever again. So yeah, I've been using the ghetto baseball method to try to hit the starter, but on the RSX the starter is not really visible. It is underneath the intake manifold, so it's quite a pain to hit. Yeah, it is what it is. So let me show you guys. Actually, let me pop the hood. So here she is, K20 engine in the RSX. Yeah, so intake manifold, starter is like right underneath. So yeah, to get to it I have to remove the intake manifold, which is quite a pain. So this whole piece right here. But yeah, I'll get to working on it hopefully next weekend. Probably take a couple hours, but we'll see. That's the update on my Acura RSX. Once starter's replaced, fingers crossed, she should start right up. I should be able to drive it again. Okay, so next update on my Honda Civic Si. This is my 2008 Honda Civic Si. I want to say all my cars are kind of broken. So DC5 RSX doesn't start, just a starter problem. Hopefully Civic Si was good. She drives good, so she has been my replacement daily driver for the past like 2 weeks or so. But one thing that recently broke on me is, so I'm gonna click unlock. Yeah, doesn't open. So even from the inside, so I have my windows rolled down now so I could try it. From the inside, when I put a door latch, door doesn't open as well. So if you guys are wondering, is it the door lock actuator? I already got that replaced. I bought an OEM one, replaced the door lock actuator, and it kind of worked for a little bit, for like a few tries, and then I put the door panel on and it stopped working again. So I think my next diagnosis is the actual door lock cable is actually bad. I ordered the door lock cable, should be here hopefully next week. I really hope once I put in the door lock cable, she should be all good. Yeah, just waiting on that in the mail. Small little issue. She drives. At least I have a backup car as a daily driver to work. Yeah, so we also have more mods coming. We're gonna be replacing out that stock OEM radio for double din. Let me show you guys. I already have it. I just haven't had time to replace it, and I want to fix my door lock first, because every single time I drive this car, like I said, RSX is down. I'm dealing the Civic Si for about the past 2 weeks, and every time I want to get in, I had to climb in from the passenger side, climb over. So yeah, quite a pain. But the double din I have over here, I'm really excited to put this on. Bam. So this will have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that good stuff, and definitely will make my interior look nicer, more up to date. You can see we have a dated OEM double din. So the SI have the premium sound. So yeah, we'll get to doing an install video of the double din soon, so some of you SI owners, stay tuned. And since I've been dating this car, it's rained quite a bit, so it's got pretty dirty. Usually she sits in the garage and I take out the Civic Si on a nice weekend drive. So if you guys are wondering, the RSX is the daily. The SI is the, if I want to go out for a nice drive once in a while on a weekend, I take her out. Same for the Mitsubishi Lancer, but she's more of a show build, so sometimes I do take her out on drives, but she is pretty low from the front. Let me show you guys. So I always have like anxiety that she might scrape or my bumper might break off. But I know some of you guys are gonna be like, then just race the car up. Yeah, but I love the way she sits. She looks good, not super functional, but yeah, it is what it is. So another thing, this car is not quite broken. It drives and everything, drives great, but I'm still working on my tune. So my tuner rig, you guys know, if you guys been watching my Mitsubishi Lancer turbo build and stay up to date, I'm tuned with Rick with Rallinspired. So he's one of the pioneers of tuning turbo and then NA Lancers. We're pretty much, for the most part, done with the tuning process. He's sending me like new updates. So recently he found like some, he developed some cool stuff. He does a lot of R&D on tunes on both the SST and the CVT transmissions. So if you guys didn't know, SST is the automatic transmission that came in the Evo 10 MR as well as the Mitsubishi Lancer Ralliart. He developed some stuff, some R&D stuff that help improve the drivability of it, as well as, I guess, gain some extra power. So he's trying to see if that applies to the CVT as well. So he's using my car kind of like as a beta testing. So yeah, I mean, some of you CVT turbo owners or CVT Lancer owners might be wondering like, hey, how's your Lancer holding up to the boost with CVT, this and that. So there's one thing. We're working on the tune. Top end pulls good. The low end still balks a little bit at certain RPM, so you know, small little stuff, but she drives. Right now she's going under real low boost just because I recently switched up my blow valve. I'm not sure if that's causing it. I switched from a HKS recirculating blow valve setup to an ARC release the atmosphere setup, and previously average about 7 pounds of boost. I've got 9 pounds of boost on a cold and nice day. Right now it's like 4 or 5 pounds of boost. I'm not sure because it's warmer or because it's a different blow valve, the spring is stiffer, all that stuff. But my hood popped because I just drove it, let it cool down. But yeah, a little sneak peek. So the ARC blow valve, I'll tell you guys about it, sitting back there. And earlier I mentioned about, you know, this car being daily driven, a little dirty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get her cleaned up, get her washed down. But you guys might be wondering, so right now there's another car parked outside. I could move it, bring it outside to wash, but recently at work I found this really cool stuff that my boss used, which is, they call it a waterless wash. So you could buy it, I guess, at pretty much any auto parts store. I'm gonna head to Advance Auto, hopefully they have it. So it's almost like a spray-on car wash. You spray it on and you use a microfiber towel and just go over it. What it does is it pretty much washes the car without your normal like bucket method. So technically I could do it in my garage. I think it works perfect for people who have really cold winters, because some days you want to wash your car but your car's stuck in the garage because there's snow outside. Yeah, that works great. I'll probably go pick it up. Like I said, RSX down, can't take that. Can't take my Civic Si as well because there's another car there. Might as well just take the Mitsubishi Lancer. I know you guys love content on this car. You guys love me driving this car, so I'll take her out for a little short weekend drive, pick up some car supplies to wash down the cars. A little cold start clip for you guys. So just made it over here to Advanced Auto Parts. I have one pretty close to me. In the past, I usually use a lot of AutoZone, sometimes O'Reilly's. AutoZone the most, just because I always have AutoZone close to where I live. Where I am right now, the closest is Advanced Auto Parts, which they have great selection of stuff too. So I'm just gonna go inside, you know, check out what waterless wash options they have. I believe the one we have at work, we have a Griot's Garage one, and we have another brand. I forgot what the name of the brand is, but let's go see what options they have. So we're over here at the cleaning supply section, and usually there's a Griot's Garage one, but I don't think they carry it here for the waterless wash option. I did find the Meguiar's one, waterless wash and wax. It is pretty expensive, but like I said, pretty much mist on, wipe off. You don't need water at all. You can do it in your garage, or if you don't have any water. I'm trying to see any other brands, but this is the only one I see so far, so I might have to get that. Alright, just picked up my supplies, and so nice to see this car out in the wild. I know on camera she looks really shiny and clean. I haven't actually washed this car down for like 2 months. Not bad considering she's still fairly clean. And yeah, here's supplies I got. So they said they usually carry like Chemical Guys or Griot's Garage, but I think they ran out. So that's the Meguiar's one that I went with. And besides that, I also picked up the Meguiar's wheel and tire cleaner as well. So yeah, I've used, I think, Mother's or Meguiar's before in the past. If you get like a lot of brake dust, it gets real dirty, you can just spray this down when you wash your car. So yeah, I just stocked up on some supplies. They are pretty expensive though. I think this one itself was like $13. Together there was like slightly over 20 bucks, so pretty expensive. Waterless wash wouldn't be your everyday go-to option just because it's expensive. So yeah, for you normal wash, I just do, you know, the normal hose method, spray down with water and wash it. But this is more like if it's really cold or really hot, or there's another car parked in front of me and I can't move it out the way, you know, I'll use this option to wash down the car. Alright, so let's head back home right now. Short little drive back home. Alright, so now that I have open space, I decided to leave my Mitsubishi Lancer outside for now. We'll be using the waterless wash method. So it's pretty much like your wax on, wax off. You just spray this on a small panel of it and use a microfiber towel and buff it off. It's that easy. So let me show you guys a little more up close. This is how dirty she is on the windshield. Yeah, a little bit nasty just because it's been raining past few days. Usually she sits in the garage, only comes out on a nice day, but daily driver duties. So let's get to cleaning her down. I have 2 separate microfiber towels. You could just use one if you like. But first things first, we're gonna start panel by panel. So let's start with the fender right here. So a little bit dirty. You're gonna spray it down. Spray down one small section. And you wanna make sure it's nice and wet. And what you do is you just get a microfiber towel. One microfiber towel will be to kind of buff it out. You can use one if you like, just gotta fold it each time. Okay, so as you can see, it's still a little bit wet. And fold it over. Or in my case, I have another towel. Buff it out. Ooh, looks so good. So pretty much it's a wash and wax. Just like that, one fender done. So I'm gonna knock out the whole car. So all done with cleaning down my SI with the waterless wash. So you guys can tell, I just use just a little bit of it. You just mist it down a little bit, use a microfiber to buff it off, and then use another one to clean it off. So yeah, a little heat's better. So it's awesome, like I said, when it's really cold or really hot, you don't want to leave the comfort of your garage, or you're at a car show, your car's pretty nasty after driving. Waterless car wash works great. This is not a sponsored ad. This is my first time actually trying out this one from Meguiar's. At work, I actually tried out the two brands I tried out. One was the Grill's Garage, that works pretty good. It's a spray bottle, and there's another one, I forgot what the brand is, but you pretty much put it into a bucket and mix it with water. That's the concentrate. So yeah, all in all, I think it looks pretty good. Car looks clean. And I'm debating whether I want to do my Mitsubishi Lancer GT. I might do a quite quick, you know, wipe down, just because she hasn't been washed for about 2 months. It's not bad at all. As you can tell, still really glossy. I buffed it out, so she looks pretty clean for the most part. But yeah, let's back her back into the garage and give her a quick wipe down. And she's all done, all nice and squeaky clean. So like I said, to start with, this car wasn't that dirty, but I do take it out once in a while for a nice drive and do data logging. So yeah, there's some dust on it, as well as it's pollen season, so a little bit of pollen droppings. But right now you can see the reflection is just like glass. So that's the thing about black cars. When they're dirty, they get real dirty, but when they clean, they can look pretty nice. So I'm just gonna wrap up the video here. What do you guys think? Do you guys like this random day in a live video, or do you guys not like it? Like I said, I know a lot of you guys are fans of this car, my Mitsubishi Lancer turbo build, and some of you guys have even requested to only post videos of this car and nothing else. But at the end of the day, I need to make more content for my channel. It is a way of me documenting my builds as well. So whether it's my SI, my RSX build, or just, you know, my life in general, I like to document and share a piece of it with you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys stay to the very end. Again, if you guys are new, hit the subscribe and hit that like if you guys like my cars. Who knows, I actually had a subscriber who gave me some criticism. I would say constructive criticism. So if any of you guys have ways that I can improve my video, let me know in the comment section below. I'm happy to hear it out. Somebody was like, instead of making all these random videos, maybe make a more constructive video, like comparison between the Lancer and the SI. So yeah, I might do a video of that, just because both cars are pretty modified. Some of you guys might be getting a first car. You might be wondering, should I get a Mitsubishi Lancer or should I get a Civic Si? Bunch of different, I guess you could say, sporty economy cars out there. So yeah, maybe I'll do that video in the future. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.